All right, let's look at the homework 1.5, problem number 6. All right, so let's solve these equations involving log functions and exponential functions. All right, so let's do part A. All right, so first thing I would do is I'm going to combine these two guys together. So you have a natural log of, so it's a multiplication between x and x minus 7. So we have x squared minus 7x is equal to 0. Right? Now we want to eliminate this natural log here, right? Since we're looking for x. So I'm going to raise e to both sides. So you have a e to the left-hand side as natural log of x squared minus 7x. And the right-hand side is e to the 0. All right, so e to the 0 is 1, so we know that. And also, luckily, we can cancel e exponential function and a log function because they are inverses of each other. So if you clean it up, you're going to get x squared minus 7x is equal to 1. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides so that everyone is on the left-hand side of the equation and the right-hand side is 0. Right? So I'm going to solve for x. So using quadratic formula here. So x is equal to, right? Right, so let's identify a, b, c in this case. A is going to be a coefficient of x squared is 1, and b is going to be negative 7, and c is negative 1. So negative b, which is 7, plus or minus square root of negative 7 squared, b squared, is 49. Minus 4 times a is 1 times c is negative 1, right? And all over 2 times 1. All right, so let's simplify here. So you have 7 plus or minus square root of, all right, so this is 49 plus 4, so it's 53. And then divide by 2. Right, so there are two versions actually, 7 plus square root of 53 and over 2, and a 7 minus square root of 53 over 2. 7 minus square root of 53 over 2 is going to be a negative number, which actually cannot be the right answer, because here we know that the natural log only takes positive values. So from here, we know that the x has to be at least greater than 0. And from here, in order for a natural log of 1 minus 7 to make sense, we have to make sure that the x minus 7 is greater than 0, which means that we can just add 7 to both sides. So x has to be greater than 7. Right? So you can see that we cannot have the negative one because that's going to be way too small. Right? So therefore, x value is 7 plus square root of 53 over 2, right? Let's type it in. All right, that's not it. All right, so where is that? Here. All right, so the answer is 7 plus square root of 53, right? Over 2, right? So let's check the answer. All right, came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, decimal approximation. So all you have to do is bring in a calculator or GeoGebra. I'm going to use GeoGebra here. So open up GeoGebra Classic, and then you just have to type in 7 plus square root of 53, right? Divide by 2, and then hit enter. Right? And then how many decimal places do they need? They need 3 decimal places. So we're going to have to do, let's see, I'm going to have to go change it. Here, let's see. the file. Where's the right, so here's a setting down here and 3 decimal places. Right, so we have, oh, it didn't change. Hold on a sec. So here, let's see here. Right, it's 3 decimal places. Right, so it looks like, oh, it's a still. Right, so it's going to be 7.140. Right, let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got part A correctly. All right, let's look at part B. All right, so first we're trying to get rid of this base 3. We can easily do that by simply taking a natural log of both sides. All right, so you have a natural log of 3. Raise it to the 1 minus 9x is equal to natural log of 8. All right. Then a good thing about that is using one of the property, we can place this guy right in front. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be quantity 1 minus 9x times natural log of 3 is equal to natural log of 8. All right. Then we can get rid of natural log of 3 here by dividing through by natural log of 3. So we have 1 minus 9x is equal to natural log of 8 divided by natural log of 3. Right? After that, we can simply subtract 1 so that we can get rid of this guy. So we have negative 9x is equal to natural log of 8 over natural log of 3 minus 1. All right, then we can just divide through by negative 9. So you have x. Right, so I'm going to put 1 over negative 9. So I'm going to actually 1 over negative 9. Then we just put natural log of 3, or actually 8 over natural log of 3 minus 1. If you want, actually, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this just a negative sign to both of these guys to rewrite it as 1 over 9. Just it looks a little bit nicer. Right, so negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1, and then put the negative sign in front of natural log of 8 over natural log of 3. Right, so let's type it in. All right, so we got the 1 over 9 times 1 minus natural log of 8 over natural log of 3. Right? So we have that. Let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, after that, all you have to do is get the decimal value so that you have a 1 over 9 and then 1 minus natural log of 8 over natural log of 3. And we got negative 0.0099. Negative 0.099. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.